Hey guys, welcome back to the Holo Project. We're going to do a little maintenance in this week, or investigation I guess, if you will. We're going to dig into the old 78 C10 here and see if we can figure out what this engine tick is. It's kind of been driving me a little bit nuts, but not too bad. But I figured, well, what the heck, you know, let's just take a peek, see if we can find anything real obvious under the valve covers, and check out the valve lash and stuff like that. Just kind of go through it. Probably be a short little video here. Short week this week. Just got back from a little mini vacation for Christmas down to Springfield, Missouri. And brother Matt is coming up this weekend, and we're gonna continue on the brakes on this old girl over here. Hopefully get them knocked out, get the booster bolted back up, and get that all sorted. So anyway, our noise is coming from the passenger side here. Doesn't seem to affect the way it runs a whole lot. There might be a little bit of a sputter coming from this side. So figured let's just pop this valve cover off, see if there's anything real obvious in there. Check the valve lash, stuff like that, and see if we can find anything. It'd be really cool if we did, but who knows? You guys know how this works. So anyway, let's get this valve cover off and see if we find anything. I think this battery is not doing so hot. Fresh off the charger, it seems a little weak. We're gonna roll with it though. Oh, I can't reach. It's too far back. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Springfield, but it's not a bad little spot. It's kind of fun down there. Get together with Chantel's family and dink around and we're making an extended little holiday. Take a couple days to go down. It's quite the drive, but it's fun. Oh, let's see what else we got. Have we got anybody back here in the corner? I don't think so. Oh, she's crusty. And that's not on there with crap. See how much dirt I can drop down in it here. All right, well, let's see what we've got. So far I don't have the camera pointed in the right direction, so that's a good start. But it actually is fairly clean in here. It's not too bad. Let's see if I can. Well, that guy right there is real loose. We'll have to rotate. I have to rotate the engine over. Let's see. It's not bad. That one there is pretty loose. All of them, the rest of them aren't too bad. And the other thing that I was curious about is you want to look at how many threads you got coming out from your nut. And they should all be about even, which they look like they're pretty close. But somebody's definitely been in here and adjusted on them. This can be multiple things though, having a loose rocker arm. It could be a flat cam, it could be, you know, a couple other things. Could just be out of adjustment too. There's our head number. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. 781 heads. So that's good. So let's get a ratchet and we'll manually crank the engine over and see if that makes any difference at all in how tight that rocker arm is, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, you guys watch those. I'm going to try to reach in here and get a ratchet on the crank. And try to hook my sweatshirt on everything I can find. And we're going to go for, I don't know, just turn the engine over a quarter turn or so. And we'll just see if it changes anything with this. She's pretty loose. So we could have a collapsed lifter too. Everybody else is pretty happy except for that one. Crank it over just a little bit more. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Well, she's pretty loose. Pretty loose. So why don't we, let's see. Just trying to get a better look at the threads. It's got 2 or 3 showing. That one's got about 1.5. That one's about 2. I don't think it would take much. Much at all to maybe a half turn. It's the exhaust valve, and you can tell that because it matches with your exhaust port here. So that would also be why there's a little sputter out of the exhaust. Just trying to think. Don't really feel like pulling the intake off to get the lifter out. Let's just see if we can give that just a hair of a turn and tighten it. And if it's going to take too much, then we can pretty much assume that it's going to be probably a collapsed lifter, is what I were to guess. Maybe that was maybe a quarter turn. That there took about all the play out of it. Most of it. I'm not getting any up and down play. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Push rod still spins nice and easy, but there's no play in it. So let's crank the engine over another quarter turn, recheck it. Slipped off the crank. See what we get there. Okay, we'll go a little more. I haven't seen that valve move yet, so kind of waiting on seeing it go through its cycle. And this crank bolt is not the most friendly to get a ratchet on. There, I just seen it move now. It's starting to go down. So we'll wait till we see it come back up. Okay, we're still going down. We're switching methods here. We're going off the alternator pulley. I don't have a socket that fits it though. Still going down. Have I ever told you guys I hate crescent wrenches? Alright, she's coming back up now. Alright, and that should be the top. Let's just verify. We'll go just a tickle more. Keep a close eye on it. Yep. We'll back her off just a tiny bit. Might be just a little too much on it. We'll go around one more time. We'll wash the intake valve. I don't know what stroke we're on, but should be. I mean, I've gone through valve lash in other videos that you guys can watch, but I think that's going to do it right there. It seems pretty happy with that. So that's what we're going to go with. Everybody else seems a-okay. And there was no noise from the other side of the motor. I think that'll take care of it. Let's clean this up and put our new valve cover on. And I don't think anybody even used the gasket on this. I think it's all just got smooge on it. And a lot of it. It was definitely leaking. Definitely leaking. Let's get out the old scraper. Give her the old once over here. Boy, these things work so good. Clean her up here, knock it all into our head, you know. It'll be all right. Get this big chunk back here. I think there's another big chunk of it right there. Got that one. Yeah. No gasket on this. Just a bunch of silicone. Clean her up back here in the corner where I can't reach. There's another big chunk of silicone there. Need a step stool. All right, she's all cleaned up. Took a little B12 around it. Made sure I got all the stuff out of the head that I knocked in there. That's ready to go back. Got to get our gaskets out. Got the rubber ones, Pro. Part number VS30055R, in case anybody wanted to know. Get our valve cover cleaned up. Just a bunch of silicone around it, of course. We'll take a wire wheel around that. Actually, doesn't look too bad though. Not bad at all. So we'll clean that up and clean up the outside a little bit. Get off some of this crap that's all chipped and bad paint and whatnot. And nobody here wants to really care to see about that. So I'll be back with you here momentarily. Well, are these valve covers right? Or valve cover gaskets? It doesn't appear so. I guess the the ends are right and the holes line up, but the little rubber tabs appear that they're gonna have to come off. I don't know. See, these little tabs here aren't lining up. The holes are fine, but these don't line up with the cutouts in the valve cover. So I'm not sure. I might just take a knife and zip those off, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll just cut those things off of there and be all right. Because everything else lines up, unless there's a left and a right in the box here. We'll find out. Let's see, 3 on the top. Nope. All right, so we're gonna cut the tabs off. And it's gonna be what it is. Got the world's sharpest knife available today. You big block guys ever run into this before? It says right here, GM 7.4. Oh well, what do? You adapt and overcome. Should fit just fine with these little ear things cut off of here. What time is it? Does anybody know? 3:33. Brother Matt's gonna be calling any minute. All right. Yeah, that should work out. All right. Let's go ahead and fight with it, putting it back on now, because we don't have any tabs to hold the gasket in place. see, where did that gasket go? There she is. This wiring loom's a pain in the butt. I can tell you that much. Yellow.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's Bob doing today?
Oh, recording a little video down here at the old shop, eh? Alrighty, so we're just kind of using our little pick here to move the gasket where we need it to line up the bolts. I got this one started, and this one needs to go down just a tickle. And we should be all right. Get everything lined back up. And no, I am not doing the other side tonight. We're gonna do this completely halfway because A, I don't have the time and energy to do the other side after a 4-day vacation, and B, because this intake and stuff's gonna come off eventually anyway, and at that time I will do the other side and repaint all this and, you know, give her the proper treatment. This is just, you know, temporary. Well, not temporary, just curiosity more than anything. Doing what we're doing right now, because I would like to put a decent cam in this thing. My brother's got the crazy idea to take the cam out of my Impala and put it in here and get a custom ground cam done for the Impala, and I think that he might be onto something. I think that'd be awfully fun to do. What do you guys think? Drop a comment and we'll check them out. I think that cam in the Impala is a, oh, it's a Howard's. Shoot, I'd have to look it up. I don't remember what we put in it. It's a full roller setup. It's a nice cam. This truck would love it. But I don't know. Drop a comment down there. We'll check them out. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting these in and be back here in a bit. All right, well, that's all done. Tighten back up, put together. Let me pick up my random stuff that's laying around, and we'll go for a cold start. We haven't started this thing in 3 weeks probably, at least. Yeah, something like that. 3 weeks, somewhere in there. So I'm gonna throw the dog in the truck and I'll be right back. Oh, I need a new battery in this thing too. All right, we got a new battery. Pups in the truck. Let me hop in and fire it up. Then I gotta open the shop door so we don't gas ourselves out. get warmed up here for a minute. And take her for a little ride here and warm it up. Then we'll really put the old ear meter on it. It sounds much better though. Gas is going down a little bit finally. Need it to keep going. Feeding these old big blocks gets expensive. She sounds pretty good. Pretty good. And quiet. I think we got her licked. Still has a little pop in the exhaust pipe. I don't know. I really think that is the glass packs. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Just a short little quick one. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you real soon back on the Caddy.